welcome back to my channel. Now today I'm going to be giving a review for the Threezero Transformers War for Cybertron Seige Megatron DLX figure. Now I am definitely excited about having this particular figure because I did watch the Transformers Seige War for Cybertron. I did watch that particular mini-series because it was on like a few episodes and they had Earthrise. Now I started watching Earthrise but I didn't finish Earthrise. But I did manage to finish Seige. So I'm definitely excited about having this particular Megatron figure because I know this is based mostly like on his G1 look. So that's no reason I'm kind of excited about having this particular figure. So yeah, as you can see, this is how it looks. So right now, I'm going to go ahead and get into this right now. Here's the box that contains the Threezero Megatron figure. I like the box art for it too, it looks beautiful. You see an image of Megatron up here. And of course it does say Transformers Seige War for Cybertron Trilogy. And it says Decepticon Megatron right there, as you can see. And of course it has like a Decepticon logo on the back too as well. So yeah, I'm definitely excited about this tab. And of course, you know, you can open this up here and you can see how the figure looks like on the inside before you open it on up. So that's how he looks right on the inside. And of course you have an image of Megatron right on the side too as well. So that's pretty cool. So I'm getting into this. And as usual with Threezero figures, you get like the instruction manual for Megatron to like assemble him, like his accessories. So I'll be sure to check this on out. As you can see, this is how it looks. So yeah, I'll be sure to get this a check. Then of course you get the you get 2 trays with Megatron. This is the other tray that has like his backpack and the stand, so that's like the second tray. Then you also have a figure itself, which I'm sure I'm going to shot over here. So first I want to assemble the stand that comes with Megatron. These are the usual stands that come with these DLX figures. So as you can see, this here's the stand which has Transformers War for Cybertron Seige, that logo. That is pretty cool. I know the Optimus Prime had it too. And of course this here is like your stand which is with all like the 6 scale Threezero Transformers figures, because you know what, of course what you would do is take this and it would just press right into this slot right here. Then of course what you would do then, you would take this piece right here and this other slot right here, you would just put it in here like this. Another thing too, you have to keep this unlocked too, so you can you know, and make sure that's all the way in there. You can move it back and forth like that, just like with the other ones. And of course, you know, you can lock this too as well, so it won't keep moving. Then you have this other piece up here. If you press down right here at the back, you know, where you know you can lift it up like that, so you can have like Megatron like in dynamic type poses and so on. And of course, you can like push this right here, make it go back down. Then of course, you know, you have like this piece right here that comes out, and this will go like on Megatron's like back. So yeah, there's a stand. And I think these are awesome because they can really hold the figure up even though it has so much weight. Now for the Threezero Megatron figure himself. Now I must admit he's already looking pretty good to be just inside the case. And he does have some weight to him because you know these are made of like a die-cast metal too. So let's see if I can pull this on out. Oh, it does look so cool. So yeah, there he is. Megatron. What I want to do first is measure the Megatron figure from Threezeros. And yep, he's just under 11 inches, like in height. what I want to do first is talk about like the articulation and the likeness to how he looks on the show. So as you can see, this is the figure. And this, I like this. It's so cool because it reminds you of like the G1 Megatron figure. Like Generation 1 looks so awesome. And I like how they kept like the scars too that he has like from the show, because he does have like these battle damage wounds. Even like right there, like on his face, he does have those particular wounds like on the show. And he does have a Decepticon logo too right there, as you can see. Of course, these are like his arms and so on. Threezero really do a good job with these Transformers figures. Like the engineering on these, and it's very heavy too, because it's like die-cast metal, so it's very like heavy, you know. Now Megatron's head can turn left, right. You can turn it all the way around if you want. And of course, you know, he can kind of look up, then he can kind of like look down so much. This part is kind of stopping his head from looking up. Now, of course, Megatron's arms can go up like this. Then you know you can even put them like that too if you want. And it's amazing how much range and articulation you can get in these. As you can see, his arms can even go that high, like if you want. Of course, he can even split too as well. Because his legs can actually even go higher than that. So you can do a kick like that with Megatron if you want. The body can rock back and forth to like the upper part of his body. He has a bend like at the knee. It can even go all the way up to that height too, as you can see. He even has like a bend like in the arm too as well. So you can like bend Megatron's like arm like this if you want. And I know you can make more movements. I have to read the instruction book before I can do it. He has like a butterfly joint too right here as well. You can like move like the arm like in and out. And of course he can do like an ab crunch too as well, as you can see. I think you will have to move like this piece right here. I think this is like a separate piece right here to be able to do that for Megatron. I'm not too sure. Or you would lift these out the way. Yeah, I see these particular pieces right here can like lift up and stuff too as well. And of course he does have like the fists right here that can turn, like the hands and so on. This can lift up and down too as well. He has like these wheels back here too that can roll. Feet can turn too as well, so they can turn all in and out. Like I said, I would have to look at the instructions, you know, to get a better understanding of how the different movements and stuff that he can make. But I'm already impressed with this. I think this really is awesome looking. And the figure itself is all welded and like dirty looking, like he looks like filthy, like he's been through like a lot of battles and wars. So I really do like that look of it too as well. It's really cool. And another cool thing that Megatron has, which is similar to like the Optimus Prime figure, is he has like this backpack thing right here that comes with the figure. Because I know like the Optimus Prime Threezero figure based on Transformers War for Cybertron Seige, he even had like a backpack like this too as well. Because as you can see like the things right there. I think you would just plug this into Megatron's shoulders, like if you wanted to. So I'm gonna see if I can do it. Because if you look at Megatron, like right here, up here you can see he has like these slots, like these two holes right there, like one right there, and then one right there on the other side. So let's see if I can put this on there. Yeah, as you can see, once you get the backpack on, that's how it actually looks. I probably won't keep this on Megatron, but you know, that's how it looks. And of course, you know, you can like lift it up and so on too as well. So that's how it would look with the backpack on. It's kind of easy to assemble too, like to put it on. Yeah, you know, you just pull it on out. I guess you have to be careful too though with it if you want to pull it out. And another thing too, I wanted to show the ab crunch thing again before I move on. That you can like move Megatron that kind of way. If you look right here, you have to pull down like this particular area right here will open up, and now you can like bend Megatron like that, like an ab crunch. Yeah. So you can bend them all the way down like that if you want. You just have to move like this particular piece, but pull it out if you want. It's amazing how much range of motion these can get. But I must admit, these really are awesome though. And of course, you know, like with Megatron, with the stand, if you want to put them on this, you will come back here to like the back of Megatron. Then you will pull like this, which is like around like this area. You will pull that particular piece out. So let me see if I can do it. And once you pull that particular piece out, that's how it looks. Then you can take a Megatron, you can put them back on the stand and stuff. I know lately what I've been doing with them is I actually take the piece out like this. Then I take this and just stick it on in the back of that Megatron. So you just pressing on them like that. Because I always leave the back piece off my Transformers figures from Threezero. Because I always keep them like on their stand. Then you can just take Megatron and make sure this ain't locked. And now you can lock it. So you can have him like, you know, like in all kind of poses. Like you can have him like he's running or about to jump or so on, as you can see. So that's how it would look. So you can put them all in like dynamic type poses and so on. Now I want to move on to the accessories that come with the Megatron 6-scale figure from Threezero. You get these two hands right here, like a left and right. Hands like these. And they still don't have like the bendable fingers. But it's still cool. It looks like those are relaxed hands too. Then you get a left and right of these kind of hands. Like palm type hands. I'm glad that we get two of each. Then you get like these these are like trigger type hands. For Megatron you get a left and right. Then you get two of these kind of hands where I think these are part of like the holding like some of his weapons or whatever. Cause you can tell they're like gripping type hands. So you get like a total of like I think 10 interchangeable hands of Megatron. Well 10 hands in total, but you get 8 alternate like separate hands that you can switch out with the 2 fists that you already have on. These two will make them will make all the hands like 10 hands like in total. Now next is I guess you could say like what Megatron's like trademark weapon. He has the D50 R35 fusion cannon. This is how it looks. It's like battle damage and welded too as well. Looks cool. Now this particular one has like a trigger on it too as well, as you can see. You can see it has like these holes. They're not deep. That's like as far as it goes. And as you can see, it has like a trigger right down the deep. I think that can be removed, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, you can pull that particular piece out. It's pretty easy too as well, as you can see. Because you could actually put this like in Megatron's hand as if he's like holding like the cannon like to shoot it. But then what you would do is you would take Megatron himself. And if you look right here like on his right arm, there's like a slot for Megatron. So you would take the cannon itself, and if you look underneath it, it has like a small and large hole. So you would basically line these pegs up right here for this particular piece. You would just line it on up, that would press on in, and then you could take Megatron and you just stick the cannon right into his arm. So there's like classic Megatron right there, as you can see, with his like cannon. Let's admit that is so cool. And it goes on like pretty easy. I already know that's gonna be my preferred look for Megatron too as well, with his cannon on. So that really is cool. Then up next, Megatron gets the HPR telescopic laser strike launcher. So as you can see, this is how it looks. It's like a sword. As you can see, with a building like gun on it too as well, because you can also open it like this and it could become like a gun, as you can see. So it looks pretty cool. And if I'm not mistaken, it can even attach to like the cannon too if you want. So that's pretty cool. This is how it looks and so on. It's a cool looking weapon. This has like a scope on it too as well. I think you can interchange these pieces too right here as well, if I'm not mistaken. I think these, yeah, as you can see, you can pull this out, because this right here would have been like a hand, like me, where you can put like this into like a holding hand for Megatron, so you can swing it like a sword, but you can remove this piece. Then he has like these other two pieces right here that come with the two as well. Like you get two other like different like handles, or you can say hilts for the sword. Another thing you can do with this is there's like a peg right there, as you can see on his sword. If you look at Megatron right on his left arm, there's a slot for that. So you can take this and you can have this just hooked onto Megatron's like arm like this. It just goes right on there like that. So you can have the sword and the cannon too as well. It's pretty cool. Now another thing cool about this particular piece is if you change out one of like the handles, it's this one that looks kind of like grayish like right there. Cause there's also like a dark one too, but it's really this one right, this grayish. You can take this and you can make the weapon even like longer. Like you can actually attach it to like its cannon, because you can't see it, but on inside there's like a slot for this particular piece, and you would just take this and you would line it up inside here, and it's actually on this particular end. You would just line it up in there, and look at that, you have like a weapon this size that you can give to Megatron. And of course, you know, you can take like the I think like the handle, I think it's on here somewhere. Actually, this can still just attach to like Megatron's like arm, because what you can do, I think, is just take Megatron, then you can just still like slot this on him if you want. Yeah, you can just put it like this. It'll be a rather large like weapon though. I'm gonna see if I can do it. Yeah, you can see you can have it like that. So you can see like the range that you have on the particular weapon. It goes out that far, as you can see. It's pretty cool. So you can't make something that large with Megatron. I want to touch on the LED light features that come with the Megatron figure. Now, of course, you have like this particular piece right here that you will have to remove from Megatron's like waist area. And it's this particular piece right here. You have to pull that on out right there too. It just pops on out. It's kind of tight too, I was noticing, so I would recommend being careful. But it does release fairly easy, but I would still recommend being careful. And of course, you can set the battery compartment right there, and you have to unscrew that to put the batteries in there. Now, this takes two AG13 batteries, just like the previous Threezero Transformer figures do for their LED light features. Now, that's equal to 357, which I do have right here, and these are the kinds I use for my Transformers figures. Now, once you have the batteries in there, I must admit they wasn't too hard. Like a lot of times how they be, there's like a button right here that you would press, and it would just cut the light on. So as you can see, that's how it looks. I probably show it in the dark too though. Then up next, I want to talk about the LED light feature that is like in Megatron's like head, because you have to move it. But there's another example of that right there. I'm gonna show it in the dark too. But to get to the light of Megatron's head, you will have to pop off his head right here. Let's see if I can do it. Yeah, you will pop off Megatron's like head, and that's it right there. And of course, you can see that it has like a peg underneath it, which goes right into that right there up there at the top, that slot. I must admit, I was kind of nervous to pull that off, but that's the way you can access the batteries. And of course, that's the battery compartment. There are like two screws now, which you have to unscrew. And then you put the batteries in the Megatron's head. Okay, now I have the LED lights in the Megatron's eyes, as you can see. Now I must admit, so that's how I look. That does look awesome too. Now, what you're supposed to be able to do with Megatron to cut him on and off is just mash his chin and it will cut on and off. But I was having trouble. I think I don't have like the batteries like lined up in there right or something. So I was having trouble like actually touching mine. So what I had to do is I left the screws on my Megatron's head like underneath it. So I just pull the helmet off. Now whenever I want to cut the lights on, that's why I probably do temporarily until I really figure out how to line it up. Cause I think I don't got the batteries lined up in there right. So what I would do with mine is just take the helmet off like this. And that's how I look. And I just press the switch on and off like when I want to cut Megatron's eyes on, as you can see like that. Just leave it loose. And as you can see, I want to show how this looks kind of like in a dark area. As you can see, looks pretty cool. Yeah, I'm still impressed with this. This is awesome. Now what I want to do is compare the Threezero Transformers War for Cybertron Seige 6-scale Megatron figure with the Optimus Prime figure that they have based on the Seige. So this, as you can see, these two go together. So this is how they look, and these are awesome. These were some awesome figures. Next, I want to compare the Transformers Revenge of the Fallen Threezero Optimus Prime figure right here. Now I forgot to mention that in my previous one of Optimus Prime, you can see like the difference in height, because this is based on the film like Transformers Revenge of the Fallen, whereas this is based on like the Netflix series Siege War for Cybertron. As you can see, Optimus Prime is much taller than these two, like in scale. I meant to touch on that in my previous video. And up next is my favorite of the Threezero Transformers figures so far, which is the Bumblebee 6-scale Optimus Prime figure based on Bumblebee. That is, like, for my opinion, the coolest one of the Transformers figures from Threezero that I do have. And the last of the Threezero 6-scale Transformers figures that I have is the Bumblebee figure based on the Bumblebee movie. So that's how he looks. As you can see how he looks compared with all of them. These are some amazing figures from Threezero. Like I say, I would like to have the other Soundwave one that they have too as well, you know, but I might miss out on that. And I know they have like a quarter scale type version of this Optimus Prime figure too as well, like Threezero, based on his Bumblebee appearance. Okay, there's the Threezero Transformers War for Cybertron Trilogy Seige 6-scale Megatron DLX figure. This figure is amazing and awesome. I would definitely recommend picking this one up, and I'm glad that I did pick this particular figure on up, because it is based mostly on the G1 version of like Megatron, so I would even have preferred this particular look of Megatron, and it does look so awesome. This is easily probably one of my best figures in my collection. Like the articulation and all that, and being that this is made of like die-cast metal, and you can still put it in so many different poses, I think that is so cool that Threezero was able to like engineer this kind of like figure, you know. And another thing too is like the LED light features there are pretty cool too as well. So yeah, I think this is like an awesome figure. He has like a decent amount of accessories, not too much and so on. But if you're a fan of this particular version of Megatron, or I guess even a series of War for Cybertron Seige, I saw the whole all the episodes of Siege. I started Earthrise, but I didn't finish that. I would definitely recommend picking this particular figure on up. It's kind of cool to have Transformers figures again, because I had Transformers figures with toys when I was like a kid. I used to have like Transformers toys, you know, figures. I never had a Megatron figure, so this is like my first official like Megatron figure too as well. So yeah, I think this is awesome, you know. And there are other ones like just basically like the Soundwave figure I would like to pick up, you know, but I might miss out on that one though. And I know they have like a quarter scale version of the Bumblebee Optimus Prime now. Even Bumblebee himself, they have like a larger version of that particular figure too as well. But yeah, this is still like an amazing and awesome figure from Threezero. It just really is just awesome. I would definitely recommend picking this one up. So this is the Threezero Transformers Seige War for Cybertron Trilogy DLX Megatron 6-scale figure. Please leave a comment and subscribe too as well.